Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. As you are coming in tonight, say hello, drop a one in the comments, respond to the question as you see it when you're coming in. And I want you guys to, if you want to contribute to the conversation, do not be afraid to make a comment, ask questions as we are going through discussing what skills you will need if you are considering transitioning into the IT industry, or especially if you are an extrad wife or you are a homemaker re-entering the job market and you're considering the IT industry. All right, I'll give you guys a little bit of time to get in here and we are going to get started. Stay tuned. Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. As you are coming in, drop a like, say hello to all of you tonight. This is a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and we are going to be discussing things you will need to come in or to actually enter into the IT industry. Three skills or three things you are going to need. But before we jump into that, I want to make sure that anyone that is here, go ahead and like the video, share it with anyone that you know is interested in this field, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not already done so. But we're going to get started in a couple of moments. I just want to make sure that we queue up some things here and make sure that you have what you need if you are indeed making that switch over into the IT sector, especially if you are a young lady returning to the job market. All right, so we're going to start off with our article number one. This is from winmean.com. And this is a subject: returning to IT after career gap. Success stories. We're not just going to use U.S. publications, but we want to look at the world at large, because it's not just the U.S. of A. that's encountering these type of changes. It's also happening across the world. This is coming from, as I said, it's called winmean.com, and the article is written by, let's see here, wherever I see it's one of their contributing writers. If I do see the name, I will definitely acknowledge that writer. It says, returning to IT after a career gap, success stories from India. Returning to IT after a career gap, success stories. Returning to IT after a career gap can be a daunting experience because of all the changes, of course. The fast paced, ever evolving nature of technology means that what was relevant a few years ago might be outdated today. However, many successfully navigated this transition, leveraging resilience, adaptability, and a passion for learning. In this blog post, we explore some of the inspiring stories of individuals who have made a triumphant return to IT after a career gap, and provide insights and strategies to those who look to do the same. We are not going to go through all of it, but I just want to make sure I touch on this though. Whenever we're talking about any kind of change, career change, especially when it's attributing to you know homemakers that are re-entering the job market, or If you were caretaking for a few years and you're re-entering the job market, I make sure I find these resources, or if I, down the line get a chance to interview others that have been through this, I want you to know that you can do it. And part of the reason I make sure I go through this process is to make sure that you know that there are others that are going through the same, and they made the right decision. They made the decision that I want to pursue this, even though I've been gone for a few years. You can do it. I just want to make sure that you know that coming in. Jane's success story. Jane's journey from homemaker to software developer. Jane had a promising career as a software developer before taking a break to raise children. After a gap of 8 years, 8 years, folks, she decided to return to the workforce. Initially, she was overwhelmed by how much the IT industry had changed. We did talk about that first and foremost. The IT industry is changing every minute, every second. So it's important to understand that piece. You're in an ever changing industry. However, she was determined to update her skills and regain her confidence. Strategies for success: online courses and certifications. I encourage you guys to always do that. Websites like, I mentioned these as well: Coursera, Udacity, LinkedIn Learning, um, Udemy, add that to the list. Offer flexible learning options. Networking, we talk about that and on this channel, and we also talk about that our good friend of the channel, Cherie from Black Women Making Money, always talks about having your multicultural networks. Either you have them, or you're building them, or you're cultivating what you already have. You're nurturing the network that you have. She reconnected with former colleagues and joined professional groups on LinkedIn. Networking helped her stay informed about the industry trends and job openings. And three, freelancing and volunteer work. That's also a way for you all to re enter the industry as well. Let's see here. Yeah, freelancing and volunteer work. To gain practical experience, Jane took on freelancing projects and volunteered for nonprofit organizations needing IT support. This not only helped her rebuild her portfolio, but it also gave her hands-on experience with new technologies. And because she approached her return to the IT industry this way, the outcome was within a year, Jane secured a full-time position as a software developer in a reputable firm. Her determination and strategic approach were the keys to her success returning to IT. Okay, that is just one way that she made the decision to not only return to IT, but return to IT by using her skills that she picked up, that she already had, number one, and then skills that she needed to sharpen by going through classes online that had flexible schedules, whether it be you can go to in-person classes, but it's probably easier for you to re-enter by doing classes online. Of course, it's more convenient. And also using her networks. Now, this is talking about someone that is in India. This is an Indian publication. But I want you guys to understand that there's more than one way to skin a cat, folks. And I want you to understand that the possibilities to enter this particular venture is not lost, not just on women, but on men as well. If you want to transition into IT, then you're getting a sense of what is necessary. It says let's see here. Restarting IT career after a career gap. These tech giants offer programs for women techies. Oh, and this article was written by techgig.com, and it was written by Rushi Kumari. Okay. By providing avenues, and this is actually something, if you're looking to get into this was a year ago, but still see if these opportunities are available. Restarting an IT career after career gap. These tech giants offer programs for women techies. By providing avenues for women to reignite their careers, they contribute significantly to bridging the gender gap and fostering diversity in the tech industry. Women facing challenges in sustaining their careers due to various personal reasons. However, several tech giants have pioneered programs to assist women in reigniting their professional journeys. These initiatives aim to empower women technologists and provide them with opportunities to resume and thrive in their careers. Oh, we have the names of the programs. This may actually not be in the US, but still look into them anyway. Um, Google, he says Adobe She Sparks has a program. Google DigiPivot has a program. Tata SCIP has a program. And Amazon Rekindle Initiative has programs. So that's also another option you can look into, folks. Let's see here. Let's go back. All right. No. Let's come back on screen. Now, final thing I want to touch on is want you guys to understand that it's not impossible to get back into the swing of things. Okay? But there are a couple of things I want to touch on. What is it that you need? What are the skills that are necessary to be sharp in this arena? Let's see. All righty. Let's start with this. Okay. All right. I have some questions and we're going to answer them together. At any point, if you guys want to participate in the discussion tonight, go ahead and drop a like, say hello, put your questions in the chat. Okay. Question number 1. Is the industry viable for homemakers getting back into the workforce? Absolutely, positively, yes. We already went over some of the places you can sharpen your skills with flexible work schedules, as well as looking for your, it's not just online classes that you can take, but there may be some classes at your local community college. There may be some classes at your local technical schools that you can sharpen up on those skills. One or two great IT certifications can, put you light years ahead as far as getting your feet back into the fire of IT, because the IT industry is burning hot, like hot fire right now. So it's a great time to jump back in. So, and it doesn't take a whole long time for you to be able to get in. So the answer to that question, absolutely. Homemakers and anyone in the career field alike, if you want to make that switch, now is the time, especially if you're going towards AI. Tam, who is also one of the members, or one of the people that's associated with Black Women Making Money, she has her own channel that talks about how you break into tech and how you can, what areas of tech you want to explore. She's definitely more versed in the areas of IT than I am. Of course, I help you with with careers in general. But as far as specific tech careers, she will be able to give you a lot more detail as to what is involved, because she has more technical experience in that vein. Question number 2, which skills experience will possibly contribute in the IT industry for you? You have to have adaptability, folks. You have to be able to adapt to changes, because there are changes happening all the time in that industry. You also have to have the technical experience. Clearly, it's going to be different technical experiences if you're working in site. Say, for instance, you're working to become an ethical hacker. That's a different certification from let's say from ethical hacking versus network security. What areas of network security do you want to go into? What certifications are required? What's the background or the base knowledge necessary? All of those things that you're going to want to research and get into and figure out before you make that leap, so you understand how your transition is going to happen. Hello, Char Willie. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Char Willie said, Patience, I am sure, is needed. Absolutely. Because by the time you learn something, there's been an upgrade or something new has happened. So that can definitely happen as well, for sure. But you want to make sure that depending on the area of IT you want to jump into, you have the background information as to what's required. Is it going to be HTML versus code versus it can get pretty intricate as long as you understand what is necessary for you to be successful in that particular sector of IT, because IT is a huge industry once you start to break it down into different areas, and depending on what areas you want to, if it's software development, if it's we'll be here all night, trust me. Now, my next question: how can you get started or restarted in the IT industry if you've been away for 5 years or more? We talked about it earlier. Start sharpening up that saw. Start getting retrained with those classes. Start networking, just like how it says in the article. Start networking in those industries, whether it be on meetup.com that you start to network, or you can find groups for that particular sector of IT. You want to begin networking maybe on, in Facebook groups, maybe belly to belly, depending on what's available in your area. Start doing the research. There's LinkedIn groups, there's Facebook groups, there's groups online all over the place. But it won't just come to you, folks. You have to go looking for it. And you also have to put yourself in the way, or put yourself in those places so you can interact with folks and get a better sense of what's out there, what's available, and it may be the next way you find your next opportunity. So please, oh please, do not take it for granted. Networking is powerful when it's used correctly. Okay. Let's see here. Now, before I understand, even as an ex-trad wife, or even as anybody else that wants to, this is not just a life for ex-trad wives, but it is centered around them. In this particular vein, what are 3 to 5 steps you need to start off in the industry, whether you're coming back as an ex-trad wife, or you're coming back or you're entering this field for the first time? I will say this: you have to have adaptability. That's number one. We talked about that already. What else you also have to have? Let's see here. I am pulling up my information here. Let's see. Okay. What? You also have to have problem solving skills. What skills are you going to need? Problem solving skills. Because in some way, shape, or form, IT is helping to solve a problem in some way, shape, or form, whether it be security, securing information. You're going to need to have problem solving skills, because software developers have to put software together to solve a problem. Okay. Number 2, you have to be able to communicate. Communication skills are going to be very important when entering into the IT sector. These are all soft skills that you think, people just say that. No, it's absolutely vital. How in the world are you going to be in IT and not be able to communicate what is needed, what needs to be built, what needs to be changed, things of that nature? That's where project managers and scrum masters, that's also another IT sector, but that is more predicated upon how you pull a project together or how you help to move a project along. That's another stepping stone away from project management, but it has to do with the with specifically with the IT sector. We'll talk about that another day. But of course, more than anything, you do have to have your specific technical skills, right? That is specific to the sector of IT you're looking to branch off into. All right, folks, I wanted to touch on this tonight because I want you to understand the skills you need to be successful in IT. Communication skills. These are not it's not an exclusive list. I just want to make sure you have at least the very basics. Problem solving, communication skills, and the specific technical skills. If you have anyone or you know anyone that's making that switch over into IT or wanting some help in making that transition, I would definitely say go ahead and they can schedule a consult with me or to get started and try to identify if they have the skills to even make that transition. Start off with my guide, my free guide at mentorshelley.com/ETW. You definitely want to use that guide to get started, at least to figure out what skills you have, especially as an ex-Straddle I4, ex-homemaker looking to re-enter the job market. And of course, if you are more serious and you want to put a specific plan together for your IT journey, I definitely can work with you on strategy and putting a specific strategy together for you at mentorshelley.com/consultations. Oh, of course, no problem. Sherwillie, I appreciate you stopping by and supporting as always. And if you know somebody that can benefit from this information, please, oh please share it with those you love or share it with someone that you know is going to definitely benefit from this information. I am always here to help you guys become a better professional, whether you're watching this now or you're watching this on the replay. Go ahead and comment. Let me know that you were here. Say hello and let me know if this was helpful. Of course, I am happy to be of service in any way, shape, or form as long as it helps you and the people that you love that you're going to share this with to become a better professional. Thank you so much for stopping by, Sherwillie, or anyone that joined the live tonight that is here to learn to become a better professional or wanting to just be here to be supportive. Guys, we are still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're working to get to that by April of 2025. Go ahead and share this out with all of your friends that you know is going to be able to be supportive. Thank you so much, as always, Sherwillie, and anyone that is coming in after the live renders. Always appreciate your support and always appreciate you guys coming to add value to our conversations here at the Mentor Shelley Career Coach channel. Thank you so much, guys. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure you become a better professional as you're transitioning into the IT field, whether you're a homemaker coming back into the job market or you're a career professional looking at IT as a viable option. Know that these 3 skills are very paramount in order for you to be successful, and we can work together to put your plan together. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better professional. I do appreciate you stopping by. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. For those of you that celebrate, commemoration and respect for those who will be celebrating MLK on Monday. All right, guys, take care. You have a good one. Bye.